me my Madagana. Africa na mi free Madagana. Mi pe womu su ye kama. Nyami achache di NTM to Ozana. Da chichiri meye. Omutina ye breye. Yenje suye. And yes, I that's your best say you. Red, gold, and green. Me who wanna my feet. Love is the key. Love one another, that's the thing. Ghana na me free, me mine. Ghana na me do, me mine. Me need baby I call, me mine. Me mine Ghana. Ghana na me show, me mine. I hear na me bo, me mine. Me need baby I call, me mine. Me mine Ghana.
I say Ghana na me free. That's where I must come from. Where me come my Santa fight it, but can't tell where them fight it. Don't you see, don't you feel? Everything grow on the soil. Oh no cold, what a sunny place. So me say Ghana me free, Ghana me tea, Ghana me auntie uncle free, Ghana me mommy, Ghana me papa, Ghana me granny grandpa free, Ghana me bush up any free, I Ghana yang na ye free to upa me kaka because more Ghana famanu. Hey, obiara auntie, hey, I'm say, oh, ya bade
Ghana na me free, me mine. Ghana na me do, me mine. Me need baby I call, me mine. Me mine Ghana. Ghana na me show, me mine. I hear na me bo, me mine. Me need baby I call,
Jimmy for party job.
me mine
What's your NPP then?
Ghana na me
Jimmy
do,
for party.
Ghana na me pay. Red, gold, and green, and one na me share.
one girl of the thing that
All right, I'm for 1 hour with Munufi and we GDS and Obia hon and there kwese da nwumre ya sign day abehihye so. E be born style baby, style baby na afi de akwa wiye. Nti se na da di kan hwe me amedi ani William Munufi aman kona. WhatsApp line idea adwuma so is on our screen. Ti time bia we feel like calling in or jumping in or doing whatever you think like doing me pacho ubetimi aba na afi de me no abedidi ho enkomo. Ene enkomo ye ba bedi no. Ye ba be say you register KODUA. Is he a lawyer? Sometimes I doubt some of the lawyers in Ghana and the way our more can sing, I doubt. Abronya also claims to be a lawyer, but I also doubt. Sometimes we need to be a bit careful about how some people make their arguments. The style of argument, is something we are going to discuss today. So that is where I've decided to say, now a lot of issues about Ghana. Now I have a very simple message for Mr. President. President John Dramani Mahama. I saw something online today or something like that, and I was a bit worried. I mean, Yura Zelensky, Ukrainian president. If I understand him correctly, I didn't actually understand it, but let me just move on and think. Say what I heard is correct. Matisa Zelensky say, according to Graphic Online, say he will come to help Ghana with drones. And I mean, also, Ukraine is open to helping Ghana secure its borders with drones. And which kind of Ukraine assembly again? Ukraine and Russia for to bomb me. Ukraine for be. Sometimes I get confused. Mr. President, my simple message to you is say, because when we are not fast Russia the bomb back to Ghana. President about say Ukraine. Comedian becoming a president. I say Ukraine and thinking that he can come back to Ghana and help Ghana to solve our problems. Ukrainian president but Ghana with drones to fight our borders. Now Russia for to no But oh, heaven, also, question Ukraine for being asked me, but Ukraine, maybe because Ukraine, maybe we need more be at the board and Katakwana no Bobby. Anyway, Mr. President, if this is what this guy wants to teach you or to tell us, yeah, I'm sorry, we are not going to accept it. So my higher home and my higher because about Copese, but Togana, Russia, as so much drone back peba. Hey, Asemaba. Anyway, yes, I said, for my guys, Papa, we say.
Adibejisti, I know. Mama Aburo. Why I choco. Ready? Bejisti, I know. NDC party, Mama Wabro. Oh, yeah, I choco. Mama, no musa. I cigarette insa. On the Casano, and I just obey president too. A bully boy. School term lost, school term lost. Mama started so no monsa. Adibakwana mama nyeno we, but no any cigarette ho. Any map then they need ho. See mama was chasing a lot of girls at that time. He didn't have a presidential ambition. And then Salomon no say enough na they don't run Salomon a deeper one no bukutu. Onum bukutu. Enum and when I say insana akano bukutu nianomo onum sa na efede ensono ana ode vodka any apetishika kra ide fra odi ase na ode fra ye na efede ode fra na onum anye ya manu kokko.
All right, lawyer Morris Ampao, no, he was referring to our current president, President John Dramani Mahama, Assembly or Wakano. The Bacho Papa or is he still alive or what? Because sometimes, I get confused about some people in our society, the way they behave. I get confused. If lawyer Morris Ampao, time and I will cancel with John Dramani Mahama, who was our former president. And then the leader of the largest political opposition then, NDC, by then we were in opposition. And John Dramani Mahama was the leader. And the candidate, and now about one year, John Dramani Mahama, then he was referring to John Mahama as a drunkard. That is how I Ghana the politics in Ako. And matured people, a lawyer. So NPP forward, that is where I have a question. Are they really lawyers? And I said, there are some people differently. We find them on the streets and I don't even know how they get to pass their law schools. Kadre, I get confused. But with me passing on my law schools because sometimes, I've been watching some videos and some people and I think, we are also a lawyer in because me might be because of color school and you're going to sometimes when some of these people go back and then come and tell us that they are lawyers and this is how they behave there, then I'm sorry, they are not lawyers. And when you watch the video, the presentation of lawyer Morris Ampao, the current president didn't attempt to be because no support to Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So he thinks that he is doing this thing for Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to become the president. That is why he was doing all these kind of things. Until a masalitis and group of people be able to say, are these people lawyers? But let's understand them. This is how we should do things. Let's behave and ask, say, are these people really lawyers? If you share the same ideas with me, and sometimes the comment section will say you need more. Now if you pensem ni bo Ghana puma sibere because you when you Ghana no e de nkrufo bi de kakra sa abese Ghana na mai. But anyway, let's move on. And the presentation, I'm going to do it in a different style. Yeah, we say in a TS and every day we follow and then we get to that point. Pacho we more example there by himself and he thinks that he can actually insult the president. Now go scot free. Obiani ni asam ka. Let's leave him because you put your mama be president. All right, many of you saying, do you want to talk to me currently? And I say, open after the show. So after the show, we bet me a WhatsApp line and I after the or they send me a message. Maybe I'm a friend. All right, all right. Now, yeah, some NPP penny ba ko Ashanti region. Minia, it's possible. Why not? You can just call at any point in time. NPP penny bi Ashanti region. ebisa question bi na nsɛn na the way a man for so papa no I understood his question differently than how some people taught it. But you watch this particular video and listen to the question obisa
Ibia. Ya wa ba mu nyina e ba besisi e wo position mu nyina no. NPP fo nko a MPs na ewu. So what share?
Me and Sansan.
Yes. And na ewu na NDC MPs no mo to e den.
Ah, Paul, no. Boyando. No.
Yo.
I will not take this. Boyando.
Don't take it.
No.
Now the Americans say me them are very observant. Oti ase yasha wo mu a ekọ nyina ye NPP fo nko a eti edie pen ne ye panifo no eti ho a omo ye binim se abusua mu kura me abusua me frɛ mu no se obi wu mu kura ye kɔ hwehwem oti ase ye kɔ hwehwem enti NPP fo epanifo ye kɔ bisa ne hwehwem enti na NDC fo ti wo ne ye die nko a na ekɔ I don't know so but
I know say encourage Empire ne beba ayemo ahweye ne be ayenye.
Yes.
And go kase bia we ewu ntobi so ngubi. There be I disagree with you.
But they no mti ho. Men kazo mu so wo. But they no mu de mti ho. Enti dia ye.
Omo bra nso enti no mu nkoye no.
Na de ne de mbra so. Emre no ade ne de na aso. Enti dia me nyina e ba besisi e wo position mu nyina no. NPP fo nko a MPs na ewu. So what share?
Me and Sansan.
Yes. And na ewu na NDC MPs no mo to e den.
Ah, Paul, no. Boyando. No.
Yo.
I will not take this. Boyando.
Don't take it.
No.
Na dia me
But you see a question here. Papa ibisa a very simple question. Very simple one. Say Minia Kadre, it's possible. Minia, it's actually possible. Why? So forgive me. Question upon Yando Ibisa and say, a DNT NPP MPs in Kwa and Ewu. Na NDC for the Etiho. People understood this question differently. Say he is talking about say, I was saying NDC for Nsu, but that is not what he meant. Per me, my understanding, he didn't mean that. He was asking the question, say, now then a political party here, you know. There be a Yewu. Now your opponent is it said there's something in our party or what? Many have to say to me that say so after the show you can just give me a call. Why? And as I will send me a message, I will call you after the show. So Paul Yando's question is a NPP for Nkwane, is it said there's a monster in our party, a coup party for an answer? He was not talking say NDC for Nzu, me understand no. He was asking a question, but I'm going to prove to you that there seems to be a monster in NPP who is killing their own. NPP for MPC but it seems that there's somebody or there's something in the party. A kill almost softly, a you one by one. Watch this particular video. Captain Smart actually named some names that are poisoning or more in NPP. Emma Papa Bakuba to me say, Ampa me, you're poisoning me.
John Kuma, he was intentionally poisoned. And he's aware. I can tell you the date and time. John Kuma called India. Not where they were India. Where were brutal. This issue of poisoning is the MPP Mudabe. Honorable Apiakubi was poisoned.
Yeah. My own government has pursued me in diverse ways after our advocacy.
Okay.
And that is for a fact. And let me put it on record today that even my life at some point in time was in danger.
Really?
Yes.
How so?
And I have suffered some ailment through the period, got treated, though was fortunate. And I thank God that I'm still alive. But I also thank the American institutions for providing me with some level of security support.
Oh, I see. Mm. I didn't know that. But your government is in power.
It doesn't matter. It is the air that is blowing. The air doesn't know who is behind the air. So I don't know who is behind the air, but I have suffered a lot out of the advocacy.
This can must go thing.
It is not something that just passed. Mm-hmm. Somebody was hurt. And those people who thought that they were hurt needed to punish. And the kind of punishment that I went through, somebody is talking in the media and mentioning names that are correct. You call a doctor's name on air, it is correct. You call a hospital's name, it is correct. You call a treatment process, it is correct. You see, you call attempts at lifting me up from a hospital, it is correct.
But you have not stated the event. Was it suspected poisoning?
Well, that's what I was told, that I had some poison.
Okay.
I was told.
All right, somewhat I say. So, Captain Smart, Ebobo, DB Bo, Papa, he didn't say he was poisoned. But Ghana for we be super Captain Smart. Yet, Papa Nankasa honorable and the appear could be Nankasa continent TV. So, you didn't even listen to the voice alone. You watched him live on TV. Say, doctors told him he was actually poisoned. And he said, say, hey, or no Nankasa and party move for and a poison. It is a poyando ebisa say, any NPP my NPP for one ewa. A very key question. Oh, ye NPP and now your babu not belonging to NPP. You should also ask yourself the same questions. Say, na di entina me party for one ewu. And when you get one among you, one from you and Kasa, ebe jina was say me, I'm telling you on authority say me, ye poison me ke ye pemie kumia. I didn't think a poyando could be said the same question now. Nipa be din atem. And I say, Mom, we did atem na yamona mo yi this argument or party man as a why is it say NPP party for Nkwana Sebe? You have a member of parliament, and then the young ones, and so Neko. We a young person now, NPP man. You should be sorry for yourself, because you bet you. Okay, say John Kuma Fimono, Obi be catch say your mama confirm the poison, a frap, a confirm them. NPP they are confirm one.
Jimmy for party job. Only share. What's the NPP then? A Jimmy for party.
You yate. And the Poyando business question. Me, I understood the question very differently. I say the nipa bi so na TSS or person say NDC for two. And I ebia me pacho sometimes we need to listen to it very carefully. Pacho yen TSS akwa na kan eye.
Bibia. Ya wa ban mu nyina e ba besisi e wo position mu nyina no. NPP for nko MPs na ewu.
Me ensa nine.
Yes. And ewu na NDC MPs no mo to eden.
Paul, no. Poyando. No.
Yo.
I will not take this. Poyando.
Don't take it.
No.
Now the Americans say me them are very observant. Oti ase. Yasha. Wo mo ko nyina ye NPP fo nko a. Eti edie pen ye mpanifo no eti ho a omo ye. Binim se
Sawati ase. Eti se oti akwa ne yi a onka se NDC for sunkowu. But I say DN NPP for you because on no him say abusua kwanta mutimi na say wo titima ye kwa bisa. Enti DN na NPP for nkwa even whilst in government o ma wusa be say in opposition still they are the same people dying. Ye sheda ko bo NPP MP ba ko tuo keke ye campaign ye boni tuo be si ne ye hunu nipa ye boni tuo. NPP MP eda ne dan mu e wo bi ko wo ne sika wo ne dan be si ne ye hunu nipa kro no. Nipa ya kire de na kotum sexy don so on de nyon no a. And the NPP and the Danny Dema, all bodyguard on the Yedin Daho, but obitimi who day or them call one second and Junukuno. These are the kind of questions I Poyando Ebisa. Now, no other papa we are quite MP. My Nankasa in his own mouth, soon say a dear bonnet and why your NPP ma ye tatanisa. Fofia and Twada ta, a very cum, papa in the years also that was in a coma, or did you could do ya pa or cop. And the monster man the NPP man or kill NPP for softly. But NPP near starting soon because good of one no. Oh my dying kill so you ni boy akwa na bi nyara wa agwa no I don't know comedian yo. It is am na tie nka de sere. Oro e comedian keke e no oti man no. Hey, NPP for
Jimmy for party job.
You that is how we need it. So this is one now with Munufi. But you so subscribe ya, but you to boss na subscribe mama na mere na ekwo nya na afide edim kom bom. And the question me see baby say Pacho Justin KODUA or a lawyer. Abronye a lawyer. Lawyer Morris Ampa a lawyer. Pacho, these are the kind of questions and then me know you know baba address it. Enti yam ko me pim enko yenim. Ye pim ko. Na ye sha se no. Abronye DC. Da bia me kan say jandama abronye de ohia TV na ye no. Ensi ye marching boot for boot and as a boot to boot. Ye ma abronye endi tro. Abronye be define 24 hours economic policy. Now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Diabano. Pacho ti udeti ti Abronye understanding of 24 hours economic policy.
24-hour economy kyerɛ sɛ adwuma abu nti sɛ nipa ba ko ntimi nya adwuma mu hia nipa miensa at best nipa mienu nti mu ko take saa decision way international media international community invite all those who matter ma mo ba wie na Donald Trump ba be ka sɛ President Mahama launch 24-hour economy. Into a 1 year as a Ghana ni visa 5 years here. You have no right to insult Donald Trump because our president said Juma or Ghana. Never that sorry not Canada ban so President Mahama launched 24-hour economy. Until 1 year so Ghana for 5 years. UK buying ever follow the same thing because most 24-hour economy our Ghana ha enuma wo ho obi so adwene se okọ UK obi aboabo ne ho a obefa ne busuani obi aboabo ne obefa ne yire ombeka say ye the visa mawa enye yie because 24-hour economy has been launched into adwuma wo Ghana ha sit here and do it 24-hour economy no near President Mahama ne na ban af edi abre Ghana fo no ene ne visa restriction na aba no sa visa restriction na aba nyina no 24-hour economy nintia because the government of Ghana is telling everybody say there are so many jobs in the country.
Someone who nipa desani because I can say abronye adan ho propaganda secretary of NPP adan ho say jandam nkoa na oye. First, he is talking about 24 hours economic policy. Say adwuma bu. Enti Ghana ni bia benya adwuma ye. And then secondly, he went on to deceive Ghanaians to say Donald Trump's administration policy. They say you are reducing B1 and B2 visa from 5 years to 3 months. And John Mahama's 24 hours economic policy in this number. When Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah say, look how foolish they are. Sorry for my choice of words. How on earth will somebody who calls himself a lawyer think say, oh no, Jimmy Magana Nibia so Jimmy through he can deceive any Ghanaian? Why are we doing this to ourselves? If American government establishes or not their own policies, do they think about what is happening in the country of Ghana? No, because what I know, any Ghana quite this our policy no every Ghana. What about those in Barbados? What are you calling that? Sometimes, propaganda na aye de bebre Ghana. Somebody might think that some way abroad nye kano. And to be timba sebe obiatia atoni team say John Mahama 24 hours economic policy. Entina ama Donald Trump made this visa restrictions and aba. Per my checks, the American ambassador even explained it to Ghanaians. Say it has nothing to do with any politics across Ghana, but rather a one initiative what they have decided to do. And they think say Ghana for visa kwa, especially students do not call monsa. And they have researched to know say over 20% of Ghanaians visa kwa monsa. That is why they are putting on these restrictions to control immigration and migration to the US. You have a purpose out of the visa, either for tourists or to visit or for medical or whatever. Visa and this is why we say obi to Ghana so visa you are misrepresenting what the intended purpose of visa is. I am not saying say oje visa you cannot stay there, but obi any who cause visa like say mami B1 visa, mami B2 visa because person America. No. And yes, I have a visa, visa. Nobody issues a visa. If in Ghana, quarantine, China, ni come China, ni visa. So I'm not Ghana, except for the work permit attached. or resident permit. Sometimes, yeah, man, Ghana, they come to misrepresent a lot of things. They lie to the people too much. That is exactly the same thing Abronya is doing. Ghana for. And we have to stop him. We need to stop Abronya and his propaganda style now. All those Ghana need to do Ghana for but we need some people to be explaining it to the normal Ghanaians on our streets. Say, hey, we can obwa. 24 hours economic policy does not mean anything. Abronye ekano. Pacho, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, how he explains 24 hours economic policy to the Ghanaian. Pacho, 70 years. Now we are Abronya, educate him.
But let me be clear here. The 24H plus agenda is not simply about extending working hours. It is about unleashing productivity, expanding opportunity, accelerating exports through well-structured, multi-sectoral and inclusive interventions. And so we would have national consultation and co-design. And over the past 6 months, the 24-hour plus secretariat under the presidential advisor, Mr. Guzitano, and his team, has undertaken an extensive national engagement process. They've listened to entrepreneurs, both large and small, both formal and informal. They've listened to organized labor, cooperatives, farmers, and traders. They've listened to artists, technologists, traditional rulers, and religious bodies. They've consulted with diaspora groups, development agencies, investors, and infrastructure experts. They've talked to youth and women's organizations, scientists, and educational institutions. Alongside the private sector, the Secretariat has worked with government ministries, departments, and agencies to align regulatory, fiscal, and institutional frameworks.
All right, Your Excellency, well done. Why are they? Mr. President, Atune was educated people like Abronya, say 24 hours economic policy. No. Yes, I do not want to expand you, but there were other avenues and some doors to any woman. And why will Abronya, the regional chairman of Bono region, NPP, Abetena TV, so or live, miseducating the Ghanaian about 24 hours economic policy and then trying to lie to the people, say US policy, because of 24 hours economic policy. Hey, now they what from sir. NPP for
Jimmy for party job. What's the NPP then? A Jimmy for party. A Jimmy for party in the Anonia Dodo. Oh, me, Jina President Kufu when you crash and Becala. Now, Jimmy for party now, Bulgaria also NPP Nino. Oh, and I saw me resume Jimmy. All right. And that is how Abronya understands 24 hours economic policy. Then, editor, I said that. In editor, a chairman for. Many Jefferson, the NDC communication team or the communication team of the great NDC must monitor such media outlets to curb their lies before it eats into the people's minds like you are doing. That is exactly what I keep on saying because NDC for it seems to say you're winning about you're so relaxed. Say sometimes before elections, now we were chasing NPP for boot to boot or boot for boot. But as I say, everybody is relaxed. Abronya can't say we qua. Then they leave him to speak. Think it's a nipa being but I'm telling you on authority say so many people who believe and trust in Sergeant than we Abronya here. Because imagine Ghana near Nanko Ope Pass or Cope Visa. Nabi Otu Kwenkwe Bruchiri. Now what is a US for limited a time frame now of visa sono. Now Abronya bet now I can say John Mama's 24 hours economic policy. And until I'm a visa no, some people might believe it. Some people might believe and go to the same line Abronya Ekano. But he knows very well that he is lying. As a jandam we been Abronya. And we need to ask ourselves as these kind of people when they are in the society, are they really lawyers? Because they call themselves lawyers. I saw Abronya insulting Samson Ayenini, say he is a better lawyer than Samson Ayenini. But I don't foresee Samson Ayenini arguing from this point foolishly to say Abronya. I've never seen him do that. I've never ever in my life seen him in that kind of line. Say, Osheda say, Ofa Asembi, now what they are any jandam afra
I've never seen him do that. I've never in my life seen him do that. And that is the reason why Mr. President, and some of us also need our time to explain the same thing to some people in our society. Actually, on Monday, 24 hours economic policy in Ankatano. Because in seminar, I'll play a whole video. I'm a one how Mr. President explaining 24 hours economic policy. No, I did Ghana for mu. Senebeye obi ebe hu se say na 24 hours economic policy no e kire ba enye ne abro nyam e na mam kan no but me say NDC for en se ye trans say ensem na sa nkurufo we kan no ebi mu adwen nye den enkoso nipa bebre adwen epie so nipa cho yentie how our president explaining this kind of policy
what you're doing. But to conclude, let me put the Gavi replenishment in context. Gavi is...
Let me just play another video for you. Sorry for this one. Because you come to this point. Now, I may pay another video. Now, that particular video. Now, you have a video, no? And how are the president explaining 24 hours economic policy, no? And team. But before I do that, no, I also have another Jandambia, another person. This man there. NPP General Secretary. He calls himself a lawyer too. Or he's a lawyer. I don't wanna I know he's also a lawyer. Justin KODUA, I know he's also a lawyer. And Justin KODUA, I said that also etu mfuturo di guamon for Nisa. Kopim say, mfuturo no. A catching up with he himself. With he himself. And futuro no echi ono ankasa. Inti Justin KODUA nso nsema o kachire ono ankasa ne party for.
Go collect and declare the winner of Ablekumanov. And the Ghana police is supposed to provide security. The court never said, go and do a rerun. Court never said, go and do a rerun. The court said, go, collect, and declare. So for us in the New Patriotic Party, we have resorted to go back to the court. Because what the Electoral Commission is doing is contempt of court. It's illegal. It's unacceptable. Because a simple instruction has been given to you. Go, collect, and declare. Not go and rerun.
Lawyer no. Lawyer thinks he say a court and a chile easy a juma one year. NPP General Secretary no lawyer no. I would have done NPP for my bre papa. And again, the court never said go collect and then results, and didn't say go and rerun. The EC is in contempt of court. Hey, lawyer Justin KODUA. In the Ghana Constitution, simple one. Okay, say now say. Article 45 for Ghana's Constitution say the Electoral Commission shall have the following functions. Pacho, let me take my time and then we all read it. Who we are? Pacho, send your what you no. No, be said Justin KODUA. A. To compile the register of voters and revise it at such periods as may be determined by law. B. To demarcate the electoral boundaries for both national and local government elections. C. To conduct and supervise all public elections and referenda. To conduct and supervise all public elections and referenda. What the means you have. Na member asyepa no. Or say except ufdru 46 wana adewi 46 wo. Except as provided in this constitution or in any other law not inconsistent with this constitution. In the performance of its functions, the Electoral Commission shall not be subject to any directions or control of any person or authority. Article 46, you know. Just the code episode on kinda. So as just the code NPP before things say, rather no law court na osono ma medano no will have to tell EC how they should conduct their business. Per the constitution of the country, EC the conduct elections. And the constitution in Article 46 catch there and say, Say easy conducting the functions now. Nobody under anybody's control except NPP for one court. And they think that the court have the power to direct EC on what to do. They call themselves lawyers. Article 45, 46, simple one. Just they could just say, or no can one say. And the EC is in contempt of court. Now, I can't brofu tinti way. Actually, NPP for me we could do court to say, madam, forget out. And ye juma no EC na ye juma. Corner call run elections na yen konko. Ukoya wa go lutu. They are all lawyers, but I don't know how they got their law certificate. Minim so mu wie ne memenda ho machin o. Se kwesi da na dwo se I have no idea. No bab. So sometimes all these kind of people say monitor munya and church ramamfuma. This is how they make their followers. Ubonso sefa kotokuro no afase kan no dinechi. Miwa onima de kwakwantre odin Justin KODUA chi because Justin KODUA is misinforming them. But how NPP for your majuma, they only misinform and miseducate their masses. That is what they've been doing. And always they have a problem. Because Justin KODUA morning as if on a court and a chile Ghana Juma yenye. That is why a parliament to correct transition mera. Now for your markets a page the Supreme Court. Now Supreme Court woman a coach in a parliament Juma wenye. Meanwhile the three arms of government in Obia when a Juma way. How they understand the constitution of the country. They are a bunch of confused people.
Jimmy for party job.
What's your NPP then?
A Jimmy for party.
Yo, Nana say party na then. And of course, we NPP party now. I want to be him. I want to one him. And then when we go back to Abronya, when he was misinforming a man for say 24 hours economic policy, Jumabu, he forgot to say it was rather no NPP for the promise Ghana for say Ombema Jumabu. Ti Abronya ye, would it ye
24-hour economy say a Jumabu. Inte say nipa ba kuntimi nya adwuma mu hia nipa miensa.
Yate. Say 24 hours economic policy say Jumabu a Abronya da wase. By a for two party, you know, why the promising young go say Obama Mojuma. Young go be John Bodu say why the Obama Ghana for Jumaye.
New Patriotic Party programs are ye dear Guhono, a bedu baby no, ye back crank of Fiaman on no more ye Juma Ghana. New Patriotic Party programs are ye dear Guhono, a bedu baby no, ye back crank of Fiaman on no more ye Juma Ghana.
Yeah, that's it. Eti Abronya rather na wo party no na ka kire Ghana for say programs amomode gu akwan mu no ebedu ba bi na ebe kra nipa firi amanone awon nkrofo we nsese ka we Ghana ni ko ato about the momo. Sometimes I think say Ghana for na anase nsem ne yanka ya na ase den John Bodu ne kan sanse mo kire Ghana for say ebedu ba bi no NPP for be kra nipa ana Ghana be kra nipa afiri ba bi ne ba be ya adwuma na when na Delta Force for the NPP for tena say adwuma ne ma ene ko bi sa John Bodu say now, Juma now also the Bama or Hemfa. John Bodu answer at the moment. Also, you can't threaten us with jobs. John Bodu say catch the NPP for now, no catch almost a Juma Bebu. Our Ghana Magana near Juma, yes, I'm a Cochrane perfect Burkina and Wagadugu in Americano. Yes, Uncle beside John Bodu say, John. Now, you want to say Ghana, Juma, or see you people cannot threaten us. Say Mama Jumani because you may be anywhere. John Bodu Kurana on the cast as we are. Abronya has easily forgotten. We ye kaka when I Kevin Taylor and kakaization. We need to let them understand. Yeah, Kai almost said they made mention of this kind of words or these utterances. NPP focus out. Hey, John Bodu to make answer when you know. Hey.
New Patriotic Party programs are ye dear Guhono, a bedu baby no, ye back crank of Fiaman on no more ye Juma Ghana.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Tell a crab about Mom for Fiaman. Now, Fede said your mama banners or not the 24 hours economic policy. A in-depth understanding as any person be an agreement without Tiana. Abronya say no moment say your mama saw the Jumaba into American for say or Magan and Ibe with a hobby. Sergeant for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah say, look how stupid they are.
24-hour economy say a Jumabu. Inte say nipa ba kuntimi nya adwuma mu hia nipa miensa. At best nipa mienu. Nti mu ko take sa decision way every international media, every international community. I invite all those who matter. Emma mo ba wie na Donald Trump ba be ka say President Mahama launch 24-hour economy.
Into a wound yentia a year, nientia saw my Ghana ni visa 5 years here. You have no right to insult Donald Trump because our president said Juma wa Ghana. Never that's sorry na Canada ban say President Mama Atlantic 24-hour economy. Until who answer by my Ghana for 5 years. UK ban ever follow the same thing because most 24-hour economy. Our Ghana ha enuma wo obi so adwene say okọ UK. Obi aboabo ne ho a obefa ne busuani, obi aboabo no obefa ne yire. Ombeka say ye the visa mawa enye yie.
Asemo. Asemo. Where the Mamudu ba mi ahwe sa o ti oho.
Data brings light. People who don't like light don't like data. So when you see a politician trying to talk, you just say, bring the data to support what you are saying. And let us talk.
And the data no dey hwe abronye no. Say rather than his own party and a cancer has some chile Ghana for. His party and the shares abono edema Ghana for.
New Patriotic Party programs are ye dear guhono ebedu baby no ye be crank go for fiama no ne no ma be ye djuma Ghana.
Yo, my idea. When a Mamudu Bomi so be can say over 2.1 million Ghanaians ya mo modjuma me was how boa. It need embaki any data. Na sa we Ghana ni na sa we this particular video we na sa we ko di NPP for chia ese wara. Maybe I have finished with my job. This is my job and I'm here now. But you say I take my time, do my research, present it to you. Me ni obi atem. But me here we are one cause I da adwen ho. What da adwen ho say party me ni de hina me ni nachi. 24 hours economic policy John Dramani Mama Diaba. How or to pajakuo in the society. Ema mo here research. I bet you areas as 24 hours ni bit me here juma. Yeah, they compare NPP for you see a important people from monane. I'm a mabbe yejuma. If I tell what's again a that is the kind of question you need to ask yourself. And yamene meka. Yes, if I tell you subscribe, yeah, subscribe. This is 1 hour with Munufi. I'm live on YouTube and then Facebook on my personal channel as well. What I say? So we need to sometimes sit down, analyze issues, and then present it to you. Not jandama they are playing in our society, no. Hey, but for you people are not ready. NPP as a party, they are clueless. Amamo jamoma omuntimi mu omotachire so anomo to board the park and so. O friend say o medal goals kura ontimi na onkobo 5 ontimi mo ebi na abronye ye no. Because Alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia akote baabi. Eno ne se mira Bawumia akopeska. E dey akoto to microphone ne camera ene light abesi nanim. Say hey minua ade we dey dem with the fire jandam nko amame. Na did obi atam say na be meet my be lead party na me be lead we I'll give you another job to do. And this is how Abronyam understands politics or governance in a society. But governance, any obia otimihwe into the future. Send your mama, then you build the nation towards the future. Send a obi otima be betimenya adibi ahun say, in the next 5 to 10 years, there's something positive going to happen in the society. That is what we've been doing, or that is what we want to do. But this is how we call governance.
I would say to the people of Ghana, I'm sorry. We are sorry for the poor work we have done. We're going to go and think about ourselves.
All right, so you need to go and think about yourselves. Yeah, we NPP for any jandam no. Let's drop down. Yeah, but what I say. This is 1 hour with Munufi. Yemrefi, Nefide, Yemedin Komo. And do she NPP for them some lawyers now? Because almost we so say law school there. And our constitution okay out here. And our wadwen scratches be amaso. E mu fine. Ushi abronya no bisa. But I see say these days abronya bala fana NPP for not two go so because they are not ready to listen to wisdom. Wisdom, they are not ready to listen. If I tell hemra and name who also for being so can't be. But Ghana suffer no. Epacho munyi jo mama mfiri monse mo okoya woni ma emfa jo mama ho epacho tie obi akwa bi obompa ya ode jo mama di befrem we are at what empire born and common so free because sometimes I get confused. Now then, BBA say police chinipa John Mama, a diplomatic quarter John Mama, Ubiko Bokoro, John Mama, Ubiko we up on charge. BBA president, I didn't hear. But you did hear Empire Wow.
Yes, no man penny. His Excellency, the President of Ghana, the President of the land, John Dramani Mahama, on any vice, Her Excellency, Yamami Nana Jane, Oman Penny, Nehukani, the First Lady of the land, Yamami Lotina, a Sofu Penifua, a Christopher, radio presenters, bloggers, a Nipa Biara, a Nipa Kuro businessmen, a Nipa Biara, Yamami no Mukasa Akasetia, Wonyam Fanche, he's a Christo Yesu, the Nediatsen, and Nidina Besine, or that's what say Asie. Yes, Radi. Who to enemy of answer to Akuma so? Never by a 2, 3 so. Fabo, yes.
Yes, Aqua is in a one who see a mahino. Sakwa, the way he was gonna change the purpose in Ibia, Saquano. As some all can say, Agrada, I did your mamma Bonnie and Fancheno, because Cassetia your mamma, Cassetia Professor Nana J. and Fancheno. O Cassetia, your mamma, Yen Fancheno, Gan and Ibia Agrada in one way or the other, Cassetia on a Facheno. Because Christo Yesu at the Bonice, even Jeff Bonicha Agrada, Nayukuya Agrada Mra. Ah, Aquawe. Opo Bia Panichawa. Oh, you Agrada Kunuso for Ketwa. Now, what Papa and Waja Agrada if you couldn't apamno. Opo Bia Panichawa, never Papa Nezo Copanicho. A boa, Papa Panicho, we ain't pa Bonini Siama, we ain't pa 4 Papa was Aquano. Ghana, the whole Ghana's Aquan and Wimmy. So, as Siamana, look at how he's talking and it's to be a channel. A boa, your mama's own of Agrada. Who was Siama, one of them no me a bragrada, magrada, and other prisoner. A boa, or pagrada, Siama, Agrada Kuno, Papa no Udinacha, who knew could be Agrada as I could Jagrada, Copanicho. Truth, Mate, Medasiminia. And you what, Yama will be punished about your mamma as a companion with your mamma and your judge. That be your mamma, Jumana oil gun, and I got ask them to come funny home. Papana, woo, and the sofa kit to Jane, a year no. Copanicho, oh, no, what's him in a grad at the prison. I may Professor Chelsea say, eh, or no bonny or D in a grad at the prison. A boa, would they be your mamma for home. My own fast uncle says, I'm afraid because the dear Nema, your mamma, your mind, no, and now good dear, so what just on them are a buona washes with our own agradesano. Oko afraid your mamma. Oh, afraid your mamma. And I got a president in a agro well. Oh, your mamma or Jumayo. Professor Nana J. or Jumaye. A boa concurrence of your mamma, a hospital is not for Cusio. Ogas agrada assembly can. Madame for Mamma fast out grown on my frag your mamma, say, be your mamma, be your mamma. Your mamma or Jumaye, Madame for. Who could do bonne, not bonne chesiwa, corner no yerenkoka. If you have any misa, and then why appeal, if the High Court grants agrada any relief say in Pia, Oba, Copanicu nature, a boa, a branted your own copajuma, what we say so for now, what boa man, one or Joe Musica, and I go, what's I called you be here, Sabaka just in some poucho. Asia. Abuja for a mammy wolf come and fancy her. It's Yamia, that was from myself, but we didn't William Munufia Mancona. So we can subscribe here. Now I'll subscribe on YouTube. So beat me like, share, so I'll be very happy. But I see man, then whoever he papa. That boy, I'm penna some kura in pop 4 papa. One in them streets, soon as you may be a coffee for Ketwa. On an irate if you are now was a quagenere. Now, open month for Pomocha, Uncle Pass up a panicha, over Castle your mamma, Oko Pajo Mamma, your mamma, or Sacra day. Madame, we need you maybe I compared to my own. Naja so for dear, because I got down a yes of oh, yes of oh, your boy, wait about phone, and I could agree that China Dagrada to prison. And 2 words maybe Mr. O'Court, now no way in Coca. And yes, I do want to be her. Tell me for Ghana, some year can we sometimes speak like this. Now, if it is Gana, Juma as well. See. Baby, I'm maybe an Amedawase, Yamcopon, and no one tana. A Bassia baby watching, and they question in person, my ball, Cassie, Upquan, I'm a bofuka. that will be asked.
Release this Black Prophet alongside Ras Cuckoo.
Aye. Cuckoo. Cascades on it.
African and me free Madagana. People woman so ye kama. Yami a chache dienti yentu ozana.
Da chinchiri mayo. Ras Cuckoo no. I love this man, man.
And yes, I that best say you. Red, gold, and green.